Hello everyone, my name is Desiree and welcome back to Fall of the Samurai. So, at the end of the last part, in the part before that, we actually killed the Echu garrison. And right now, just before this part started, I also destroyed the tiny army that has been harassing us for a little bit. And at the end of the last part, I actually captured Bakayama very swiftly. I just auto-resolved pretty much. But I did have a battle in the last part, which I took over the Su province. Or the Ise province, with the castle town Su in it. So yeah, I haven't actually had time to get these guys out of the way of this naval bombardment, or this naval attrition. But hopefully I'll have some ships left when this turn ends. Because we'll have to see to find out. Anyway, I'm still waiting for these guys to see what they will do, and if they will try to push through here, they will walk straight into an ambush, which I really hope they will do. And speaking of ambushes, I have learned from my earlier mistakes, I hope, so if I do actually get them in an ambush, I should be able to not horribly lose my Gatling guns, as I have done previously. By the way, we have some enemy agents walking around, foreign agents. Just walking around being buggers. And finally, we have gotten the armor-piercing shell. And of course I could go for the advanced armor-piercing shell, but I said I would go for the gold standard. So I will therefore go for the gold standard. As simple as that. And yes, I think this agent needs to be delivered. Or maybe enchanted. I can try that as well. I'm actually not going to get there in time. You can try next turn though.
A woman's words can be persuasive.
That failed, but he increased in rank. See, you have been doing quite a bit of sabotaging, so let's go for that. And we also have Retainer. I think we'll go for the increased chance to getting away, pretty much.
My lord, I will fetch my matcha.
Oh yeah. Quite nice, you managed to distract him.
I know ways of killing you ain't even dreamed up. On my way. Come on, I ain't tired yet.
Okay, this garrison is nothing to write home about, but this collection of armies that has been gathered here is something that is definitely worth talking about. Yeah. Even if I actually do just ambush them, I think I still might have a hard time if these guys come in. And therefore, I think I'll set up reinforcements of my own. Like that first. Oh, I think my army got spotted. There we go, a concealed army discovered. Well, that's too bad. Anyway, finally, we can take a look at the damage here, and they managed to sink, I don't know, 4, maybe 5 ships. Jeez, that was bad. But yeah, we have gotten them back, and I will continue, well, I will start to, actually, pump out powerful vessels. And I am also upgrading this to a dry dock. Another thing I'm upgrading to a dry dock is this port right here. I'm also wanting to have that citadel become a star forge. And then it's back to pumping out awesome ships. With actual armor-piercing shell this time around. I guess I could scout a bit. Try not to stay in this line of sight here. So that is very undefended indeed. And I like that. Oh, your cities are not bombardment proof. Wow, I almost managed to damage everything. That's bad. You have a castle and a city. Okay, you haven't really... Well, you have been sitting in this island the entire time, and you haven't really got anything. Well, I guess you like to think that you are isolated, and therefore it doesn't matter for you. But I'm sorry to say, you definitely do matter. Eventually, you can't sit on the island and be safe. Anyway, I have to attack now. I'm actually caught in their range, so I cannot leave it. So let's initiate the battle. Thankfully it's against 2 enemy armies and not 3. But yeah, it's still a relatively big battle this, between 2 4-star generals and their reinforcements. So yeah. Once again, I have to try to use my artillery to my advantage, because that's the only advantage I do have. I have pretty better troops, but actually so does he. They're of slightly lesser quality, but to make up for that, they have more men than me. So let's fight this on the battlefield and see how we do. So I want to deploy my artillery facing like this way, so I can hit these troops and also these troops that are sure to be coming in from, or maybe even like here, if I'm extremely unlucky. I think they might be coming in from here. Definitely coming from the left of my deployment zone. Yeah, not doing that. There we go. Ah, we have the railway line. Just crossing in the middle of it. Okay. This hill? Maybe. I don't think so, actually. But it is a good hill to place the Gatling guns on. Although it might be outflanked pretty easily. I guess I had to place a few troops out there to hold that. And make sure that nothing can outflank me. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good position. Oh well. As I said, I have a few troops there to try to make sure that no one can get past. And then it's time for all of the artillery. Let's take a look at this range. Yeah, I get into the enemy deployment. And yeah, I'm getting close to the red line at some places. Maybe something like this. We have this little forested area. Very little forested area. That might be able to block a few shots. That should be going towards this army, but so be it. And then finally, we take the rest of our men and spread them out. Yeah, so I'll definitely have a few of you protecting this. Actually, you guys, you can sit back for a little while, because you're very hurt. And then the rest of you, which should be that, you can protect this standard line right here. And finally, there we go. And start battle.
Men are ready to attack, sir.
Okay, I'm lucky with the reinforcements. They are not coming from like here. In fact, my troops are coming in from right there. But yeah, I can sit back and wait while my artillery is doing the dirty work. And making sure that they come towards us, and I don't have to move towards them. Well, they have yellow uniforms. Quite nice, actually. Well, it is well, not really the color of yellow I would have liked to get in my army. Oh, you're hitting this large blob. No, I want to have everything except these guys. Bloody hell. Also, they need to be in guard mode. Yeah, they should have a hard time penetrating that deep a line. Okay, we have a strong flank here, seeing that we have so many reinforcements coming in at one specific point. That is very nice indeed. I'll have these guys hide in the forest, because, well, they can hide there and they can shoot from there. And they're getting ever closer to getting into range. There we go.
The enemy has hidden units, sir.
Can't really say I'm too scared. Here we have the enemy sharpshooters. Yeah, just make sure that we actually have line of sight here. That should be good enough. And the Gatling guns have opened up. And they have actually gotten quite a few kills. Apparently because the enemy are standing there and doing absolutely nothing. And they might have retreated actually. Yeah, they definitely have. I would actually save your ammo a bit. Just a tiny amount. And are you firing? No, but you are hidden. So if I can like pull you back. Look at these lanes. They're just cutting through all of that. Yeah, but let's pull back so I can get these commandos into this. Yeah, they are picking off my guys, and yeah, they have sharpshooters. I need to be wary of that. Yeah, I probably will be able to kill this off if I actually manage to get them into range. And actually, if I run back now, I think I have a good chance. Open up the guns again. The commandos have opened up. Very nice. And they are actually taking damage. I don't like that. Oh well, not that much I can do about it, I'm afraid. But actually, now I can push back again. Because the whole move of that feint retreat was just to make sure that the commandos actually had something to shoot at. And how many kills do you have? 67. Quite nice. What about the Gatling guns?
Sir, your general is
59.
under attack.
Also very nice. Actually, you know what I should do? This. I have the numbers. Oh, the blunderbuss actually, they're not even the sharpshooters. Oh, I see. I see what you're doing here. Still not in line of sight though. I don't know if I'm actually hitting anything. Let's see. I don't know. It's a bit hard to tell actually. But yeah, are you taking damage? Yes, you are. Okay. Let's send these guys up there then. Oh, I forgot to put them... Yeah, I'm doing some scrub mistakes. It has to be said. And for some reason they turned tail and fled. But yeah, these guys were definitely after my Gatling guns. And somehow my Gatling guns weren't able to fire back, even though I tried to directly target them. Oh well. Anyway, this side of the battlefield is mine. This has been decisively won. This means that I can start to do a bit of this and sweep around with my entire flank and start to outflank them completely. I have a few of these guys in range, but not too many of them. Oh, Lancers. I'll need to be careful of that. It's looking pretty good though. There we go. And yeah, you can actually be useful now. Don't really need to protect this flank. But you have taken quite a lot of damage. Probably from the sharpshooters. Speaking of sharpshooters, how are my sharpshooters doing? 206 kills. Wow, and they're not even at half of their ammunition load. That's impressive. Anyway, let's get you back in line. And is that friendly fire, or do they have enemy? Do they have artillery? They do have artillery, but is it operational? It most definitely isn't. So that right there, that was friendly fire, and I told you not to fire at them. Told you explicitly to not fire at will. And target the, I think, the Lancers, but you didn't do that. You were too good for that. Well, if I could discipline you, I would. That's not an option in this game. I think I found the exact wrong point in time to actually move. Brilliant. Well, we need a new target. Well, you're gonna have a hard time breaking this, because I have way too many men for you to easily take. And yeah, the artillery is still shooting willy-nilly. They're not following my orders. And I hate that, especially when I've taken them off fire at will. I could have understood it if it'd been... If they had been at fire at will and they were just like, yeah, he chose that target, but I think this target is better. I could have understood it then, but right now, nothing. It's not at fire at will at all. And still like, shoot that? No, I'm gonna shoot this cavalry. That's like right in front of this line. Okay. Calm down. Calm down. Yeah, I don't see why the AI does that sometimes. It's weird. And if you don't have anything that you could be firing at, just stop firing. Don't pick a random target. And when I say you don't have something you could be firing at, I mean the thing I told you to fire at. If you don't have that in range, just don't fire at it. By the way, could you actually fire up that shrapnel? That'd be great. There we go. I think we have started. Well, it's a bit all over the place. As per usual. And I don't think I've lost a single man, actually. 380. You're very good at this. I'm not gonna let me follow that bullet. Apparently not. No. So insert didn't work today. Because reasons. Anyway, the entire enemy army is dead. I'm just gonna continue to pound them for a bit, just to kill off as many as possible. Could give my general a little snack, but they're pretty much all over the already over the red line. Yeah. I think it might be time to end. Yeah, let's end. But anyway, that was a decisive victory. And I do love my me some decisive victories. So we still have one enemy army in the area, which we have to be worried about. Well, we have several, but one very close by, and that is of course that one. I think I'll try to retreat with these guys and put them into an ambush position again, and kind of try to have these guys as bait. Yeah, really, I don't know if that will actually work. We'll have to see. But yeah, what were we doing? Just gonna check if anything is upgradable, and indeed it is. Yeah, by the way, these guys, yeah, they don't have any defenses on their buildings. More often than not. So, I often have to expand the city before I can actually fit anything of defense value on it. That's slightly annoying. Oh well, I guess you can't expect all the work to be done for you. By the way, is this... No, it's not. So even though they have a Shinsenegumi headquarters, they still have 0 influence. And that is why the militarized society, I think it's the correct name of the building, is such an awesome building. It just stops all spread of, well, foreign influence. And when I say foreign, I mean both shogunate and imperial in this case. Well, imperial, lol. They, they don't really have anything to say anymore. Sorry about that. But yeah, we are recruiting and we are repairing. We're also recruiting over here, where I did queue up quite a few units, and that's going to take a while. Did I queue it up this turn? No, I queued it up last turn. Oh well, let's end this turn then. I think we've done basically what we were going to do. Basically all that we were going to do. So, Takatori, they are getting weaker. They keep throwing their armies at me, and I keep pushing them back with significantly less men than they had at the start. But we also have had quite a few problems with this guy, which is Guju Hachiman. Guju Hachiman. And they keep sending their armies against me. And it makes sense. I'm bordering their territory at this point. By the way, I'm also bordering the Takatori territory, finally. And, yeah. I'm probably gonna have to bump into Edo and Matsumae troops very, very soon. Even some Uravara. And yes, I have been dealing with the Kanazawa and for quite some time, and the Sendai keep sending their tiny armies towards me. Yeah, they're producing everything they can, and then they send it out to a certain death. Oh well. Too bad for them.
What do you have me do? Distracting the army.
There we go, he's now distracted, so if I want to, I could push out and easily deal with them. Since they are basically stuck there. Yeah, let's do that. And then back to Achu. I'll send this gal, use her as a spy to see if we actually have anything to fear here. No, not really. So these guys will get a safe return back to Achu. And take that away. So you can actually reach that. I was gonna say on the next turn, but somehow we are not allowed to move as many spaces as we did earlier. By the way, yeah, this guy's getting ever closer to finally leveling up. And that is going to be quite a day where I have all the skills available to me, all the end skills available to me. Still keeping an ambush here. I haven't been, well, have I been discovered? Apparently I have. Well, let's try to hide again then. And we have another army. Oh, so it has been doubly discovered. Somehow. Anyway, I want to try to kill you. That failed again. Oh well.
You have use of my
And try to enchant you.
for you.
There we go. We now have a... Oh. Yeah, I actually completed that mission without meaning to. Oh well, so now I have even 10% more to successful chances in geisha actions. And this is a level 2 shinobi. Decent. What is your retainer? +1 to subterfuge when assassinating. Nice. And yeah. Guess that's an okay skill. That's what I put this guy on, I think. Or one of my other spies. By the way, this guy has been discovered. So let's try to use him, but unfortunately that happened. We actually did get a famous victory statue, so that's interesting. I like to get them. They're kind of a little reward for, hey, you did awesomely. Have this statue. And of course, when you lose and get that statue, it's like, see how badly they beat you this time? Yeah. Ah, yeah, I remember this. Kumamoto. They died rapidly after they put their entire army up against me, and then I very quickly captured Higo. Are there actually any other statues like that on this island? Apparently not. You don't get very many of them. Do get some though. Here we go, here we have 2 of them. Victory over Obama and victory over Obama. A year apart. Wow, very, very close to one another actually. It was December 69 and January 70, so. Here we have another one over the Yodo. And do we have anyone else? I don't think we can. I can't see one. Oh, there we go. I guess the Kanazawa. In August 9th of 1870. This is almost like a little treasure hunt. So, yeah, nothing here. Here you go. Here's the victory over the Yodo in November 1869. Now in 1871, and we're about to end the year, so 2 years progress. You can see right here. November 69. We're about to enter November 71, so yeah, as I said, you can really see 2 years of progress here. I think this was one of the first like regions we conquered, like for the most eastward region I had at that point. So yeah, these victories are in 69 as well, but those are in December and then in January. So I think, yeah, this was the most eastward province at one point, and then everything that is east of that is what we have gotten in 2 years. So you might count that as impressive, or you might count that as not impressive at all, but I'm gonna count it as, well, about the middle of the tree. About the par. Because, yeah, I have had to deal with quite a few enemy armies. Anyway, we will have to deal with more enemy armies in the next part, which is what will happen next, because I am gonna end this part. But yeah, I thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.